Hey, what's happening, y'all? Coach Holloway back with you again. Today is going to be my breakdown of Kyle Pitts' performance versus Tampa Bay last Thursday, and showing basically not just his potential, but also what kinds of game planning and schemes you can put together to get him open and to get him in a rhythm. Zach Robinson did a good job of mixing different route structures, different alignments, and different strategies and stuff. And Pitts, he just sort of fed into it, and then as the game went on, he got better. Though the season is lost, it's still something good to look forward to and to see what Pitts can really do down the road, whether it's with Atlanta or with somebody else. But like I said, I've been a supporter, but I had some criticisms of some other aspects with his game and with the strategy being put in front of him. But this was the game where it finally all came together to what I always thought he could be. So y'all take a look, and we'll talk about it after. One of the things I thought was most important was having Pitts lined up in line, tied to the formation, hand in the dirt, just like so. Reason why I say that is because when he fires off the line of scrimmage for his route, he don't have no bump and run, no press, nothing. He can just get off into his route. He doesn't have the lateral quickness to be able to fight off the line of scrimmage like that, in my opinion. So Robinson did a good job of finding him ways to be more tight to the formation, to get those free releases. Even with a check down here, a block and release, even that's better for Pitts to get him going on a rhythm. Another way to get him free is a rub route, like what you see on this play right here. David Seals is going to run into this corner in front of him, and that's going to free up Pitts to do his out and up a wheel route, and he's gets the move on the safety and is able to go deep. Now, why his big ass think he can leap and juke and jump over folks, I don't know, but I mean, we'll work from somewhere. But still, I like those plays and I like those play designs because it's able to get him in formation, give him the free release so he can use his natural speed in a straight line. But I like this play here because it allows him to get a release from a bunch formation. The game planning and play design, which is perfect to what I've always been talking about all these years about Pitts. And you see he gets his release behind the point man this time. Good little dip move right here to get through the hands of the safety. And that's actually Winfield right there, but that shows you his natural speed and the separation ability. And this is a little fake screen they ran to Bajan, which if you know anything, Bajan basically all the offense run through him. But they faked the screen, and as you can see from the snap already, you got two guys with eyes on Bajan, but Pitts runs free for this little go to the end zone, and just perfect ball timing, good catch, perfect. Execution in the red zone has been a problem for the Falcons all year, but when they have creativity like this, they're able to get these plays and get these touchdowns like they should have been getting all year. Somehow on this play, the motion here fools the defenders, and they both get, I guess, a busted coverage or miscommunication. They go for a warner. I don't know why, and pitch wide open. But that's again the creativity, moving guys around and confusing coverages and stuff. Also glad to see a horizontal route run on the goal line and not just all goes and fades and stuff like that. And just like the play with Winfield, you're seeing him in this game do a lot better uh, with his route running and getting off the line and fighting through uh, traffic and getting the reception, getting contested catches. So he's going up against a rookie corner, Jacob Parrish, which Pitts usually has a problem with, and he's doing I guess, a over route. I don't know, but he does get his release off the line, and even with that, he doesn't do the corner doesn't do a good job of pressing him because he gives him space early, and Pitts don't even have to make a good move. He just fights through and makes a contested catch, which is something he's always had a problem with. And there he goes, finally using that big 6'6" body to box out a defender and make a high point on the catch, man. Perfect. And I just love this play. This is the encapsulation of all the things we've been saying all the years about what Pitt's potential is on this one play here with this touchdown, his athleticism and big playability. So to begin with, he's mismatched with a linebacker, and he does a great job to fire off the ball and do a little double move on him to get himself free in the end zone. So watch him do this little move, this little shimmy off the ball, get the linebacker on his feet, and he fights through the hands, hand checks with him, goes up high points again, lets that butt cheek fall in bounds. Perfect. All right, so here's the thing with him. What you got to do is you got to play him like a tight end. You have to put him in the run game, put his hand in the dirt, and you got to play him that way, and then let him break off and get to those pass plays. Is his blocking perfect? No, but it's a whole lot better than it was when he first got in the league. If you're doing his route structures, you got to work him short to deep. Get him some drags, get him some slants, Get him some shorter stuff, some stop and goes, and some, I'm sorry, not stop and goes, but some block and release, some outlet stuff. Get him in a rhythm. And then by the time that you get late in the game, those deeper routes, those corners and those goals and stuff, that'll work out for you. But if it's anything dealing with him starting and stopping, like doing a hitch or a curl or something like that, I just don't think that's in his repertoire. You got to get him going fast because his speed is not quick. It's a long, elongated speed that goes down the field. So if you're going to game plan for him as an offensive coordinator, that's how you got to do. So this game was a perfect way to do that. So I give my compliments to Zach Robinson, who I've been going at all year, but he did a hell of a job this time. Kirk, he played his best game too. Other than throwing the pitch, he was scanning the field. He was finding open people, and it was just an overall great performance. I just wish it had been something we saw all season. We would have been in playoff contention, but it is what it is now. So anyways, I thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a happy holiday and a happy new year. Y'all take it easy.